There's tons of kids squished in tiny hallways.
As a middle school librarian, Desiree Hopkins saw how students handled the pandemic before schools closed this spring.
Kids would sneeze in each other's face and joke around and say, ha ha ha, you have coronavirus. Their brains aren't developed yet and they don't see the seriousness of it.
As school districts across the region begin to lay out their plans for how they would try to reopen this fall, Hopkins says parents and teachers need virtual options available.
What learning is in the fall is not going to be what learning was in the spring.
Local school leaders are mulling over some combination of in-person classes and virtual learning and will soon present their plans to state officials. The school board in both Richmond and Hanover expected to vote on their plans Tuesday night. Chesterfield and Henrico continue to gather parent input. The opinions on what school districts should do vary, just like the families that make them up. RPS released several quotes from a survey of their community, a parent in favor of in-person schools saying, quote, I have 2 elementary students and I'm labeled an essential worker. What are the options for parents that simply can't afford to do the virtual learning program? Meanwhile, an RPS teacher says, quote, there are too many risks, too many what ifs, too many questions. It scares me to death knowing that I could potentially pass COVID-19 to any of my coworkers, students, or their families.
A lot of people think, oh, teachers just don't want to go back. We are dying to go back, but we literally do not want to die to go back.
Part of the worry for Hopkins is that no matter how airtight COVID plans may seem, the virus could still spread.
There's a lot of families in this area that families and friends are their daycare and will always be their daycare option. And when we send those kids to school, they're bringing that back home.
These parents and teachers rallying here at Glen Allen High School ahead of a public input session tonight, calling for online and virtual classes and also masks for all students. There will be no vote here in Henrico tonight, but we will have complete coverage at 11 o'clock tonight on the other decisions made by school boards across our region. As one school official put it to us yesterday, any decision that's made at this point is really up to the virus and could really only last through that date. Working for you in Henrico, Jake Burns, CBS 6 News.